Hey guys, welcome back to MEC'S vlog. Today I'm going to show you how I made this delicious vegetable sauce. But I want to show you something. As you can see here, this is me showing you the quantity and the size of ugu leaf that I got for 200 naira each. This is so small. If you're a family of 4, 6 and above, trust me, this is never going to be enough for you, alright? So you have to definitely get more. So these are the ingredients that I'm using for this recipe. I have my diced fresh tomatoes and roughly blended Scotch bonnet peppers. I have my sliced onions as well. I also have my crayfish. I have my salt. I have my seasoning cubes as well. I'm also using palm oil for this recipe, and I'm using cooked mackerel fish and diced cow skin. Now, this is not so difficult to do. All you have to do is just cook this with seasoning cubes, salt, and pepper. I did mine because I had to cook mine because my cow skin was so tough. All right, so if your cow skin is not so tough, you don't need to do that. Now I'm just adding my palm oil into the pot that I used to cook the protein. All right, so this is like a 1-pot recipe. I'm not going to be using so many pots. I'm just using one. And then I just poured in my palm oil. I'm gonna have to bleach this. So this is how you bleach your palm oil. I'll show you in this video. I poured in the palm oil and then I went ahead to cover it and leave it for like 7 minutes for it to bleach to the perfected kind of bleaching that I want. All right, so make sure that when you're bleaching your palm oil, you cover your pot with your lid. Okay, don't ever leave it open so the whole place won't be so smoky. All right, and now this is the consistency of how the bleached oil should be. Okay, and then I went ahead to add in my onions. I'm just going to stir that very well to make sure that I get the aroma. I'm going to fry that to make sure that I get the aroma of the onion, because the aroma is necessary. It actually means that yes, the onions has released its flavor into that oil. So after that, I'm going to go ahead to add my diced tomato and my roughly blended Scotch bonnet peppers, and then I'm just gonna give that a quick mix, and then I'm going to proceed to add my cooked protein, which is my mackerel fish and my cow skin. You can use prawns. If you have dry prawns, it's still okay. All right, and I'm just gonna stir that a bit and then allow that to fry and release the water in the tomatoes, because we don't need all of this water. Then I went ahead to add 1 seasoning cube, and I'm also going to be adding 3 spoons of the crayfish. You guys know my rule, my principle, right? Always be generous with your crayfish, because trust me, it gives your meal a delicious taste and flavor. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead to mix that up and stir properly, and I'm gonna be back to show you guys the next step. All right, stay with me. And so I fried that for like a minute, and then I came back to add my salt. I used the same spoon that I used for the crayfish. Remember, we are not using so many utensils, okay? Yeah, so I added in some salt to this as well. Remember to season lightly because you don't want to over season it. And then I added some peppers. I love my food so hot, but if you don't like so much pepper, you don't have to do this part, okay? And then don't over season it, because we are still going to season later after adding the ugu leaf, because it suppresses your seasoning. All right, and so I went ahead to taste. Remember to always taste your food. Don't be scared to taste. That way you can adjust your ingredients. You can know if you need more salt or whatever it is. All right, and then I went ahead to add in my ugu leaves. I washed and cut them nicely, as you can see, and I'm just going to add this and leave it for a minute, and I'll be back. All right. So guys, you can see how that ugu leaf is looking. Now, if you're confused as to what I mean by ugu leaf, probably you've been hearing that from the beginning of this video. I don't know which part of the world you're watching from, but I need you to know that ugu leaf is pumpkin leaf. All right, it's called ugu leaf in Nigeria, from the Igbo tribe, speaking tribe of Nigeria. All right, so don't be confused, it's pumpkin leaf. Okay, so I went ahead to taste it, and I realized that okay, this needs some more crayfish and a little bit of salt. This is why I said don't over season at first, because the pumpkin leaf tends to suppress your ingredients, so that way you can know what to add and what to adjust, and that is what I just did. All right, and that is it. It's ready. As you can see, this is what we have, and this is so nutritious. This is so delicious. As you can see, our pumpkin or ugu leaf is not overcooked. This is just the right way it should be. I need you to try this out, and trust me, you would love it. You can pair this with boiled rice or boiled yam or boiled plantain. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Bye.